Welcome back to 405 Sports. Today we are talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are exceeding expectations by a million, in my opinion. Because what were we? How many wins projected? Like most
44.
Most people were in that 42 to like 46, somewhere in that range. And
Play in
right,
bound.
We're gonna win 60.
right. And now we are the number 2 seed in the West.
And we just beat the Timberwolves.
They
by
just beat the Timberwolves.
20+.
Yeah, that's true. So,
And the Nuggets.
and we never beat those two. Those two and the Kings. We never beat those three. But so far, we're going so good.
And the Rockets.
Yeah, we'll get back to them. We'll cook them. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Shea, right now, I mean, he in my opinion, he's the MVP.
He's unconscious 90% of games.
If you want Luka to be MVP, tell that Tubby to play defense.
Exactly. How many steals?
It's facts.
2.8 a game.
2.8 a game, folks.
Probably went down, but that was
Yeah.
the last time I looked at it.
Yeah, and Luka, as much as I do like Luka's got to play the season. You know, he's got to make it to the end and make the playoffs. Because last year he was cooking, right? He was doing good, and then what happened? They didn't even make the play-in.
Luka's roster's worse. They're playing
Fair.
without Kyrie right now,
Fair.
but that's not Shea's fault.
That's not Shea's fault. That is not. But in my opinion, he is the MVP right now. He's a plus 450 on DraftKings. So
Wow.
you take that with
It went up.
So
It went down.
I don't really know. I don't like that. But moving to the other guy, Chet Holmgren, who's a minus like 250, I think is what it was for the
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Which is just massively swung with Victor and him.
Victor's
So-
ahead on every stat except efficiency and
Yeah.
wins. But
Yeah.
I saw a stat that, and I'm gonna make the numbers up a little bit,
Is it
but
the
it
points?
was it was like he has like 15 more points on like 105 more shots, something
I'll give
like
it to you.
that.
I'll give it to you. It was 3 more points.
Chet has more points.
No,
Wemby-
Victor has like this many more points, but
Yeah.
on like
It was-
Well, the other day, Chet had more points on 70 less shots.
That's what it was. Chet had more points. It was 77 less shots. That's what it was. Yeah. So, I mean, those two right there alone. I mean, they're absolutely cooking right now.
It's tough. I don't know how they base it because, like, if it was more MVP style, it would be Chet because the Spurs have won like 4 games.
Yeah.
And we've made this giant leap by just adding Chet,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
but
And-
that's not what it is.
And then a lot of people are gonna be like, "He's not a rookie." To be fair, I was a.
He didn't suit up last year one time.
Dude, I lit Ben Simmons up.
I did.
for-
I didn't. So
I lit him up.
I gotta own
got
up to
We
it.
didn't have
I
a pod
called
at
him
that point, so I got no proof.
Dude, I
but-
called him a 45-year-old man. Dude, I said everything you could think of.
There is no proof, but I'm giving the proof now. I was a Ben Simmons hater. I was a Donovan Mitchell lover until he beat us in the playoffs as a rookie. But I digress. Anyways, I was definitely a commenter of Ben Simmons is 24 years old right now, guys. Come on. But
But he played games, dude.
He played like,
he played.
I don't know.
I don't even
I think it was like
minutes or
8.
something like that.
It wasn't very many.
Chet did not play a game, nor
Yeah.
did he ever think about playing a game.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And if you take Chet and Wemby and put them in different classes, I mean, they're going to win by like a landslide.
Yeah.
It just happens that they both are in the same class, which sucks for whoever doesn't win. Because they both, realistically, they're both good enough rookies that they could win and probably should win if they weren't together.
Right.
But,
If Chet played last year,
Yeah.
over Pale though.
Yeah. Probably. But then I feel like J-Dub doesn't flourish as much as a rookie.
Yeah.
So it kind of
I mean, it's
worked out.
a whole
'cause
lot of ifs, ands, and
J-Dub
buts,
was
but-
runner-up, so that worked out. And that's just another guy that that's just another guy we get to talk about is J-Dub. I mean, he's been phenomenal, and he's just not as good as a defender as Shea, but he's pretty dang good at defense, I feel like. We're playing the Celtics tonight, and I'm not worried that he's guarding Jason Tatum.
He could be up for an award, most improved player.
Could
I
be.
don't know. I feel like there's a lot of
Probably
people.
not gonna win it, but
No, probably not.
could
but
be up.
he could be up for it.
Yeah.
Could be, you know. Another guy, Casey Wallace, young guy.
He plays his role very well. He comes
Very
off the
well.
bench, has good minutes, doesn't
he'll,
really do anything.
he'll stay in the top 10 in the rookie ladder.
For sure.
Yeah.
He'll
right
get-
around 10.
Get
but
you a couple threes, maybe steal. So he reminds me of young Shea, like Clippers Shea, but not to the point of maybe scoring, I guess. Like he's got the
Yeah.
defense, he's got the vision, but you know
he's not going to take over a game like
no,
Shea does.
not at the moment. No.
I don't think he ever will.
No.
But
And you knew he had the defense
Oh, yeah.
coming into it.
Oh, yeah.
So any offense is just a plus at this point.
oh yeah, he's a good playmaker. I like him playmaking
Yeah, for
too.
sure. And that's what made him a 5-star out of high school was he was a two-way, no doubt about it, an absolute stud. Now I'm not the biggest fan, and I know you're definitely not, but Lou Dort has been better this year, more efficient shooting wise. So I don't hate him as much this year, but it's still off and on with Lou Dort.
It's
Just a
not
lot-
a hate like I have hated with some Thunder players. We're not going to give anybody away.
Just doesn't
but
like him.
I just it for me it feel like he shoots it off a catch and shoot 80% of the time, and if he doesn't shoot, he's driving and not making the layup.
Yeah.
Which there are games he'll go off, and then I love his defense, but he also lost us a game last year by fouling for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
Or what would have been another Shea game winner, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Man. If there was somebody to trade off the team, it might be him. And then you just start casing. Or whoever you trade for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I don't really want to talk about Josh Giddey just because I don't.
Don't want to touch that right
I
now.
just don't want to talk about the guy. So
If you want to just go strictly performance,
Strictly on the court play, he's been okay.
he's more tapped into his I'm a facilitator and not the number 2 option on the team anymore.
Yeah.
yeah, I wish if the points went down, I thought the assists would go up.
I think there was a time where it did, but now it's kind of plateaued.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
He's doing, like you said, he's doing more of what I thought he would when we drafted him, which is be like a third or fourth option and just kind of play make when Shea's not really doing a whole lot and just kind of take up the secondary roles in a lot of things. And he does a good enough job at that. I'm not mad about how he plays.
Looking back on it right now, this just went through my head as you were speaking. What if we drafted Kuminga and every
I'd thoroughly dislike Kuminga.
Oh,
I don't think he's that good.
oh, okay.
It fit what we needed right now.
Yes.
That is
true.
I like Kuminga. Now, I didn't like Kuminga with year one.
That's true. He
Year
sucked.
one was tough
And
for Kuminga.
I'll be
but
honest. He might be better than I think he is. I haven't seen him play in a little bit, but
He's
His
pretty good.
line sits around 19.5 PRA on PrizePicks, so I think that's decently close to what Giddey
Yeah.
I thought he was 28.5. Or it was. Oh, it was a long time ago. It's probably not anymore.
Yeah,
when he
not-
was not the number 4 option.
Yeah.
on the team.
Before Chet.
Yeah, he's probably 22.
For Chet and then Case and be able to pick him up. Yeah. So it's a little bit different there. But let's just say this Oklahoma City. No. We got to mention Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe is
Sniper.
sniper for real. He really is. I mean,
just a second ago, we were watching the game. He took one from about 35 feet, and we didn't even blink.
no problem with it.
I was quite happy with the shot,
Yeah,
actually.
He missed it, but guess what? Came down a couple drives later. Boom.
Didn't even touch a rim.
Didn't even touch the rim. You know?
You look like you don't.
He gets the green light,
He does get the green light. He does.
and he lets you know it.
Oh, that is true. There have been games where I'm like, okay,
You gotta stop shooting, buddy.
yeah.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
he gets hot, he does kind of just chuck.
But see, that's the problem.
That's
Is there's
what-
some games where he thinks he's hot, and it's like you've already missed 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's true. But there's,
The 7th shot does not.
there's been games. I think at least one where he went 7 for 7 from 3, which was just
That did happen.
There was a
amazing.
run of games there.
Yeah.
Following that, there was a stretch of games where he was probably 4 for 30, but
Yeah.
Yeah. But if he
So-
can
plays
catch,
good enough defense to play.
Yeah.
That. And I mean he is a shooter, and they are just told to shoot. So I mean,
yeah,
it's kind of how it goes. And then
Keep him.
yeah, Kenrich Williams, can he hustle?
dog.
Dog for real. Guards 1 through 5, or he's able to. You know what I mean? So, I never thought there'd be anything out of Kenrich Williams after the Pelicans. I never thought there's anything there, but man, he's turned out to be something. So,
Can he hustle?
can he hustle for real? So, for me, this Thunder team is looking like, looking like the best team we've had. I mean, obviously, it's the best team we've had since probably the PG Russ year.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. Because you could argue the CP3 year was almost better than that.
We weren't supposed to be good that year.
Right.
Yeah.
There's something about that year I just
This
love.
is my favorite team to watch out of
Yeah.
every team we've had in a long time. This is my maybe the PG Rush like the first year, but this is my favorite team to watch. Like,
That was big because of the hype around it.
Yeah.
the last couple of years, like I've watched games, but I haven't been excited to watch
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Like this year, like I watch games and I'm excited to watch them.
Yeah.
And, like I want to watch them.
Here's the thing about those PG Russ years. They would go out and they would beat the Celtics. They'd beat the Warriors. They would beat good teams, and then they'd lose to the Hornets. And you're like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? And it just never made sense to me. That was the only thing I didn't like about those 2 years of PG and Russ.
And we couldn't get out of first round or second round. First round.
First round. Yeah. So, realistically, if you just had to go off of what you've seen now, where do you think you could see this team going in the playoffs? If they,
I think it's all matchup based
yeah,
because I think they have everything to get to the conference finals or the finals. But if we play like the Kings first round, we may get first rounded.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it also comes back to
'Cause
experience.
We're not winning in Sacramento. That's just me.
Probably not.
I feel like we have the tools to go as far as we want to go. It's just we have like literally no experience.
I'm not gonna want to play Luka and Kyrie first round. I don't want to play the defending champs first round.
I wouldn't want
Which
the
there's
Warriors.
no way that I don't think there's any way that can happen unless we fall off a little.
Yeah.
bit.
What's crazy?
And get
I'd
like the 4 or
I'd be
5.
okay playing the Timberwolves first round.
If-
I'd be okay
if
with
we're
it.
if we're the home team. If we're not the home team, then
They're not falling off to the 4 or 5 or whatever.
No,
for
but
that
I
to
mean,
happen.
See,
Or
the
I guess
Western-
you're talking about next round. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we have the pieces. Like if Shea stays where he is, if J Dub stays where he is, like
Chet.
Chet. If we play the way we're playing as of currently, I could see us getting to like Western Conference Finals. So I don't think realistically we can win a championship this year. Just 'cause we don't have enough experience yet. But I mean, you could catch fire in the playoffs and go as far as you wanted to.
The sky's the limit.
It's
Plus,
the limit.
you bring back Loud City. Remember those days, Loud City?
Dude, I feel like you get a playoff game in Paycom, I feel like it could get pretty rowdy in there.
I'm on the old heads that thinks it's going to be tough to replicate.
Oh
But
yeah, for sure.
Oh no, it will.
It
It
could
will.
get there.
it could.
It could.
It could. Those days of watching like Russ's layup against the Lakers when
That's
he.
the memory that comes up.
Yeah, I mean, one of the loudest arenas pops you'll ever hear. I mean, there's just so many. I miss those days. Those were good days. But yeah, I'm with you on the old head of it is going to be tough to replicate that.
And on like kind of a sadder note, I could thoroughly see us getting in there and getting like 4-1, just because we haven't played
And
a
then
playoff
that's
game.
when you make a trade. You're like, well, now we
Yeah.
know what we need.
Yep.
Yeah, and you
get
go
it done.
trade for a
Lori.
big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 or 5 and get some boards
That's
because
when
that's
We played Lakers, and AD gives us 30 and 20 every night, and you're like, well,
Yeah.
probably need to make a guard AD.
yeah.
Yeah. Probably need some bigger guy down low than Chet.
And like it's solely matchup based.
Yeah. It really
It's
is.
like if we play, not that most teams don't have a good big man, but like if we play a team with like a dominant big man, there's not much we can do about it right now.
No.
Because
No.
I mean, Chet can guard him, but Chet's not gonna guard him all night.
Yeah. Well, and
He's
I
not big
I was
enough
like,
to.
the other day, because Jalen Williams from Arkansas is not playing a whole lot right now, but he played a ton against the Nuggets the other day because he was drawing charges against Jokic
Yep.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And is the only one that can, like, collide bodies with Jokic.
yeah.
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 And so like having like I feel like Sabonis would kill us.
He does kill us.
I'm not saying
When we'd
he
play
does
him,
kill
I'd
us.
think
Revenge.
it's triple-double because he's probably going
Not that Jokic doesn't kill everybody, but Jokic destroys us.
Yeah.
LeBron just killed us. Part of
AD
it was him
kills
hitting
us.
shots. Part of it was he was just muscling his way
Yeah.
in there and we couldn't stop
Yeah.
it.
What made me mad was he went for 40 that night, and then on Christmas night he went for like 16 and like got blown out. And I was like,
That one's so tough on whether or not I think we'd beat them in the playoffs.
yeah,
Because I think they're different animals in the playoffs, but we have killed them
Yeah.
recently.
yeah. I mean,
Not on the day before Christmas or whatever.
right. The night LeBron hit the points, we killed them. Wasn't even close.
And they were up. There was the first time we played them this year, they were up
Yeah.
big on us, and
Yep.
we came back and won by 23.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. I think it also depends on AD and LeBron how much they play this year. Like if LeBron plays 50 games and he's not playing a lot of games in the end, he could be kind of scary. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like for this team to make that trade, but like you said, if we just rock with it and then we get bumped easily, you know what you gotta do.
Yeah. And the thing I like about it is like we're not at a point where it's win or go home this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to like throw it all out because we think we have to ride around the trade deadline. And
Right.
It bites you in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trading the wrong guy.
Off the top of
these
my
dudes
head,
don't mesh at all.
Yeah.
we don't have any big pieces on expiring contracts, do we?
Maybe.
Like we don't. No one like super important because they're all either on the rookie deal or we just extended Shea.
Like the whole starting five is good.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, fantastic for the longevity of the next at least 2 or 3 years. So.
Nobody's unhappy right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe Davis.
Maybe, but
Or
he
Mičić.
probably knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we talked about it. This team's exceeded.
Maybe Mičić should do something if he wants more
Everybody's.
playing time.
No, I'm with you. I'm just saying he might be mad. He might be mad. That's all.
Yeah.
You're right though. He comes in and you're like, "This is it."
He can't shoot word of the day.
No, he can.
But he can pass the ball.
Oh, he can pass the rock. But
Giddy 2.0.
you talk about shoot and struggle. That's him. So not Europe ball.
You're a league MVP.
Yeah. Yeah.
What they doing over there?
Andre Roberson. Well, no, never mind. He can't pass.
what people say we need. But
It's like a Andre Roberson.
3 and D, because he could bang him.
He couldn't bang a layup.
God, what question did I see that pissed me off? Oh, is Shea right now the best guard that we've ever had?
Mm.
No.
Not at the moment, but he's.
Russ averaged a 30-point
That's
triple
what I'm
double.
saying, man. There were so many comments in there like, oh, yeah, easily.
Not
Like,
easily.
Dude, he averages 30-point triple-double.
No.
Like and led a team to playoffs with just bombs.
Oh, Zach might hate this, but take this with a grain
And
of
I
salt.
don't even know that he was a whole lot more efficient.
Yeah, take this with a grain of salt. But the way Shea plays the game compared to how Russ played when he averaged a triple double, like you're gonna win more games the way Shea plays than the way Russ played, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because the team Shea plays with is 1,000 times better.
I get all
But
that.
We were tanking with one and we weren't with the other.
exactly, but I don't know. Take that with a grain of
We
salt.
probably were
but-
trying to tank with Russ, and he just wasn't.
just didn't
letting
let
us
it,
lose.
yeah.
But
That's also true. I'm gonna say that
Shea could
is-
get there.
Yeah, I was gonna say Shay's
Oh yeah,
on track.
I'm willing
I mean,
to admit it. but
Shea could get there. That is out.
right now, no, it's a little too early to be saying.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
definitely too early to say that. So
Now, if we win it all this year,
yeah, if he wins it all this year, then it might be cooked for us. Then it just might be.
Yeah, which is sad.
It is, but
hopefully his jersey's here and not somewhere else.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad.
that'd be wrong. So, all right, that's probably good.
What about KD's?
Ooh,
What do you mean?
I don't.
Do we want it here?
You don't. No.
Like, really?
I
When you
think-
retire his jersey?
KD?
I feel like we would. He run an MVP here.
I think if you would have went to Boston or like Washington or somewhere like that, I think you're like okay.
If he didn't go straight to the Warriors.
Yeah,
See, I feel like we and the Warriors will retire his jersey.
Warriors.
I know they
They
will.
will damn retire that.
I would
jersey.
almost bet a whole lot of money we retire his jersey.
It's gonna be later than.
Oh, it won't be like 2 years after he retires. Like, it won't be.
Well,
anytime.
no.
It'll be
It'll be a while.
a while.
I think.
I'll be honest. Now, this is kind of outrageous. I would assume it's around the same time we retire Russ's.
I don't know.
Russ better be the year he's done.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. But yeah, I mean,
Or close to it.
within like 2 or 3 years of him retiring, it should be. All I'm saying is the thought of like us being like, yeah, KD, you did all this stuff for us, but at the same time, you went to the team that we lost to.
Yeah, but if you just don't anything after us, just the time he played for us, he was like a stud.
That's where people are like, we need to drop it and cheer for him the next time he comes here. And I'm like,
See, my thing at this point,
Maybe.
I don't have any resentment against him.
because they were comparing it to how we gave Russ a standing ovation. Like Russ didn't ask to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the whole cupcake thing, the next like 4 years, totally deserved
That
it.
was fun.
But
That was awesome.
At a point, you gotta get over it.
That was awesome.
If you're me, granted, I don't hold grudges like other people do, but you gotta get over it at some point.
I'm gonna tell you those years though. Whenever
Oh,
PG,
dude.
Carmelo, and we did own the Warriors in the regular season.
I thoroughly hated that man for about 4
Russ
years.
wanted to fight him every time we played.
He sure did. He sure did.
I still get clips of it. It's beautiful.
Mm.
I guess because I'm at the point to where I would take KD back. So I guess.
I feel like you have to retire it.
But
I am
no,
at
there was
that
like the first
as
2
well.
years, I was like, no. If
Yeah.
he wanted back,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Those Nets years, yeah.
smell you.
if you think about it, how many times has a player won an MVP with a franchise and they've not retired his jersey? I don't think there's one.
How often do they leave 2 years later?
Well, you're right. It's a different circumstance, but like I don't think there's now zero facts behind this. But
Maybe Barkley.
with who?
Suns.
I don't know. This
That might, maybe. That's the only thing that's coming
Quick
to
fact
mind.
checking.
I can't even think of like to what to compare that to right now because there's not a team as dominant as the Warriors. But
I also don't. Did he win it with the Suns?
it's like, oh, Giannis is going to the Nuggets. Awesome.
Charles Barkley's also just a dick, and no one liked him.
Shaq doesn't like Chuck. Says he didn't work for
Yeah, says he
success,
didn't work for
even
it.
though he practiced on a scooter for
Yeah.
months.
The Suns did retire his
Okay.
jersey.
That was the only one that like was coming to my mind.
KD,
The Suns and the 76ers.
looks like you're getting
Okay.
retired in a Sonics jersey.
All right. Thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Do you guys think KD is going to be retired by the OKC Thunder? Comment down below.